Today's edition of Mac Voices is supported by MacVoices Magazine, our free Flipboard magazine that brings you some of the best Mac, iPhone, and iPad productivity tips on the web. High in signal, low in noise, just like Mac Voices, MacVoices Magazine includes information on how you can get more out of your Apple technology. Subscribe at macvoices.com/magazine or search for MacVoices Magazine on Flipboard. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is Mac Voices at NAB in Las Vegas. I'm here with Michelle in the Imagine booth to see what's new this year. We make this stop every year, and it's always interesting. It's also always fun. Michelle, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Chuck.
So what do we have new this year?
New this year, we are showing our transcoding application, Prime Transcoder.
Okay, so this sounds like a successor maybe, or a modification to a previous product?
You know, we used to do Proximo, and we have end-of-lifed it. This is such a robust application that it really just needed its own identity, and that is how Prime Transcoder came about. Yeah.
Now, at what level is Prime Transcoder targeted for? Is it for prosumer? Is it for professional? Is it for the movie makers?
Absolutely. You know what? I think with all of our products, we really try to create powerful applications that are easy to use. So I think anybody could use our software. It's very user-friendly. The interface is really easy to understand and learn. So, you know, I think it's pretty universal.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit because everybody at some point transcodes something because we have to get it into our NLEs, out of our NLEs, uploaded, or delivered to someone.
Absolutely. We've actually heard on the show floor this year that there is more transcoding happening now than ever before. So it's a great time for us to be showing this application.
That's interesting. What has changed in the last year or so that would make that the case? Online delivery?
I think maybe that's part of it. I think just everybody, being so diverse in what cameras they're using and what setups they've got going on. I've heard from several people that it's never the same setup twice. It's always something a little different depending on the project you're working on.
Which, with the expense of some of these cameras, is a little surprising, but you're right. It seems like there were people here that were here last year that aren't here again this year, and the new models, and somebody comes up with theoretically a better codec, and so now you've got a whole new problem to solve.
That's exactly right, yeah.
All right, so let's see it.
Okay, that sounds good, thanks. So this is Prime Transcoder's interface, and just like many of our other applications, you can, over here on the left-hand side, you can search from your devices and drag and drop over, or you can just come over here and drag an entire folder or file in, and it's going to auto-populate for you into the application. One of the nice things about Prime Transcoder is its ability to merge clips together, and that is denoted by this icon right here. Let's say you've got about 20 different clips that you want to merge together, and the 19th one was not the right one that you wanted to do. You can unmerge just that one rather than starting over, which is really handy. So over here down under standard presets, we've just created some presets, to make quick use of things. So if you're doing 4K to ProRes 4x4 or H.264, those are done for you. So you don't have to worry about setting it up each time. But you've also got the ability for these user presets to create your own. You can do that right here with this little plus sign. So we've created one already, so I'll just take you guys right into this. This outputs destinations. This is where you would navigate to where you want the final product to go. And you can have as many output destinations as you like. We can also do watch folders. So one of our other applications that we're well known for is ShotPut Pro. It's our offloading application. So what you can do with this feature is you can create your offloads with ShotPut Pro and tell Prime to watch that folder, keep an eye on it, and every time you've got a new offload in that folder, Prime will automatically begin transcoding it, and so it's done for you. It makes the workflow a lot more seamless, and they work really nicely together. You've got a couple more options here for your merge and span clips, and then you've got your logging. But down here is really nice. You can tell Prime either to transcode all the media files, or you can limit it to which one you want. So you can set up multiple presets and turn them on, and then depending on what files you're dropping in, will determine what presets used. And this just gives you a quick reference of what compatible formats are available in Prime. And we are always adding new formats. We've got a couple in the works right now that we'll have in the next few weeks. Our next tab is a really nice tab. It's the video and audio tab. But what I really like about this is the GPU acceleration. In this industry, everybody wants to go as fast as possible. We've got to constantly keep moving, and GPU acceleration helps us create faster transcodes. But you have the option of turning it off and on. So if you're using your computer for something else, Prime Transcoder is not going to dominate, your GPU. You can determine whether or not you need to use that or not. You've got a couple video format options that you would expect to see in a transcoder. You've got some sizing, different dimensions that can be created, and then you've got some audio options down here as well. And right here, you can include all audio tracks or exclude audio tracks, just like with the transcode formats in the other tab. Right here, these next two tabs are very similar. This one talks about the time code, and if you want to burn in a time code overlay, you can determine where you want it to anchor, the font color, the box size, and then this here gives you a preview so that you can quickly see what you're going to expect. This tab does the exact same thing, but it does with watermarked image or your text options. So you have the ability to add in, for example, a logo for your company or the project icon, whichever you prefer. You can tell it where to anchor here. You can insert the text, either custom text or a source file name. You can do both. The thing about Prime Transcoder is we wanted to have a lot of flexibility. It's a powerful application that gives users the ability to have transcodes however you want them, to define however you need to have them defined. Right here is where you could do some color correction. You can apply a LUT. You can add as many LUTs as you want into Prime Transcoder, and then you just have this drop-down menu available there. And again, you can do as many LUTs as you prefer. And then this preview window, had I turned everything on and set it up, would have you could have your time code here. It would just give you a rough idea of how you can expect your transcode to look. So now we're going to back out here, and a few more things I want to show you. We've got this handy details. If you right click, you can have a detail of what you're getting ready to transcode. You can have it tell you all the metadata. Right here, it'll allow you to match the preset, or you can customize it. So if you don't want to change the preset, but you just need one little tweak for this particular clip, you can do that here and not worry about changing the entire thing for the future. You can also come over here and do one that you've previously done. You can see the details in that. Same thing. You've got your metadata. You've got your details here. You can look for it in Finder. It's a really robust application, and we think that most people in this industry are going to find a use for it. And that's Prime Transcoder.
Okay, so that's very cool. I can see this maybe being integrated into my personal workflow, and a lot of other people are going to feel the same way, I'm sure.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way, Chuck. We're really excited about it.
So let's talk about pricing and availability and information.
Absolutely. We just released it a couple weeks ago, so it's available on our website. It's a one-time purchase of $6.99, and we are constantly adding different formats and features and things like that to it. So it's a really, really nice application. I think a lot of people will find it useful in their workflow.
And no limited access or anything. It's just you buy it, you've got access to everything.
Absolutely. Yep.
And the website is?
ImagineProducts.com.
It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you.
Next year?
Of course, we'll be here.
Okay, right here.
Right here.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB in Las Vegas. We'll be back with more. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.